Yo, I'm Cream, and today I want to go over a Black Rook Hold 26 on Tyrannical on the Havoc DH. I want to break down the decision making, how to press buttons, and maybe go over some mistakes I could improve on as well. Alright, so here we are, 26 Black Rook Hold. Before key starts, I'm obviously gonna just I-beam and use meta before the pull timer, or before we start the key. Alright, so the key starts. Instantly what I do here is I take a caster and put it on focus. You can see my focus frame here. This is just to make like focus kicking casts easier. Then I sigil everything and pop Immo aura here to get inertia. I actually miss my second blade dance from inertia. That is something I should have done. But everything else was basically inertia. So like all your big abilities like I-beam in AoE, Glaive Tempest, Death Sweep, these kinds of things, when you spread the hunt, you want inertia on the dot as well, to do like giga dam in AoE. Here I actually blurred, I had the three targeted casts on me, so I just blurred here. I see 2 soul blades on me and 1 cast, so I just blurred this, so I should be fine here. Alright, here I see my kick is the only one ready, so I'm gonna dash in and kick that one. I do have my inertia proc ready to be used, so I GT, but I end up getting this glaive toss cast, which is like an AoE, so I don't want to dash in now and proc my inertia, so I end up missing like inertia from the GT, but that is fine. I'm also focusing at the big guy here because it has the most HP. This pack is pretty basic. You just don't be in front and just hit the sacrifice soul cast because it takes extra damage. I end up hunting here, and I try to dash to spread the debuff of the hunt, but I was scared because I did not track the frontal at this point, so I dashed to the side and I end up not actually spreading the hunt. But that's something you definitely want to do with the 4-piece. Even without the 4-piece, you want to do that. Here I'm saving I-beam for just the boss, because there's no reason to like use it here. The mob is gonna die as we run. And then I'll just have 2 I-beams for breath. Alright, boss is pulled, we have all CDs, so we just send it. I could have had inertia because I procced Immo aura. I could have had inertia for the initial hit of the hunt as well, but it's a small thing. I take my orbs. I actually end up missing the inertia on the second blade dance as well, so that is kind of bad. As it's like in my most damaging window right here. This here is really good because I have Immo aura now, so I have a inertia ready to be procced. I VR, I blade dance, and I get GT in there as well. So that's like what you want to aim for, to get like all those buffs stacked and press your like big damn abilities. This is a pretty important thing you wanna kind of learn a habit of. I'm kiting this like the soul zones here, and I wanna I-beam, so I'm gonna move and jump with the soul debuff, so I don't get like stunned or whatever it does. But while I'm doing that, I'm like missing the side cast. So what I should do is like emphasize this cast, because I almost died to it, and I want to make sure I don't die to it in the future. As like emphasize this cast, make it like stand out, so you don't do what I do here. I almost die, and with me and the healer dying, or yeah, if we both died, that would be like real bad, because we had only 1 CR. So you want to make sure like stuff like that doesn't like happen. Here, for some reason in my brain, I actually end up holding I-beam instead of sending it now. This is 100%. I think you is to use I beam here, so you line it up with meta and like other like breath. But for some reason, I have been playing like 11 hours at this point, so a bit of a mistake from me here, but it happens. So because I held I beam, what happens here is my I beam is 20 seconds on cooldown now, and I'm about to press meta here. So like I could have had that I beam ready for this meta here, so it would have been like a double I beam in like a big burst. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's something that can like buff your DPS. On this pull, I actually end up I beaming without using meta. That's because I just wanted to like kill these little spiders because they do stack up on the tank. So I just wanted to finish off these spiders like fast as possible without using like overkilling it. So I just I beam here and like use a few Imaras, and now I have like meta and stuff for the breath still. Alright, going to the next pack, we have all CDs ready here, so we pop the potion, we use the trinket, we get inertia and get the big abilities in there like Glaive Tempest, Blade Dance, and I Beam, especially like in AoE. We had a little stun DR incident there. Actually, we got a breath meta and I think Chaos Nova from the other DH, so I couldn't stun the arrow barrage on the right here. All right, here we have a bit of a oopsie here. I even don't use Imara, so I have nothing to deal damage with right now. But I still do get aggro here. So what I do is I like nether walk so I don't die because we have no CR and the walk back is really long. So that's something you wanna watch out for. Like especially if you're like pulling up a group, chilling out with nether or chilling out with the Imaras or damage, just so tank can gather it up. That's like a good habit you can get into. Here you can actually line these shoots. I kind of tried, but I get knocked by the storming, so I think the healer had my back though. On this pull, we could have sent CDs, but we have Lust coming up, so instead of sending here, we just kill the archers and we go to the boss with the champion. I get the double shoot here, so I just end up blurring here. I think I dodged one of those as well with blur. It's a 50-50, so 2 arrows means only one hits, right? And this guy just has a frontal, so it's pretty chill. Pop the trinket, get inertia. I actually get pretty lucky with the procs here. And I do get my big abilities inside inertia here. That is what you want to do. The 26 boss fight was long enough that we did send like second set of CDs here. Like if the boss was at like 15 mil or 10 million HP, I probably would have saved because the next pull is gonna be like big. But because it was like 30 mil, I used meta here. Used all the buttons here. The problem with holding CDs is you don't know what the tank is gonna pull. So unless you know like what the tank is gonna pull, like it's gonna be like holding CDs for a big pull and then the big pull doesn't happen. Well, then you just held CDs for nothing basically. So like when you're doing like pug keys, it's kind of hard to like predict what's gonna happen unless a route is linked. So here we have like a triple pull without CDs. Push week actually ends up using the evoker breath, which in like hindsight, I think it wasn't that bad. It just means he has to like hold for, or we get one DPS set like naked without the evoker breath. I mean, in general, it's always best to line the evoker CDs with with the DPS CDs. But I think it was fine here. On this part, you can just see me like walking for 5 seconds before I even press one button. It's just to give like tank a threat here, because this if you get like threat here, you're basically insta dead. I do get some bats on me, so I just like blur instantly because I don't need it right now. Or like I'm gonna need it for boss next time. So like just use her abilities like during the key. We do 2 dominators into 2 dominators here. And actually, yeah, I think we send all CDs here again. We don't have it for boss now, but I mean we're gonna have it like at the middle of the boss fight. So and there's no last here coming up, so like sending here I think is good. You don't want to hold here. In like 1 minute 30, you're gonna have your CDs again. You're gonna finish off the boss, and then probably have it for the next pack again, which we actually did. We did have it like after the boss. DH is I think really good for this boss. You can blade dance every set or like every stomp. Like I do here. We had some other shit as well because we took like no damage as a group here. But yeah, you can blade dance shield every single one of those stomps. And yeah, it is gonna be required once you reach a high enough key level. Here I soak with blur. I have blur active now. You should have a blade dance shield here because I almost get one shot. I'm at like 100k HP. So just the blur was almost not enough. So yeah, we're 140 into the boss. I double fuck up the inertia, but you know it is what it is. But we have our CDs here ready, and the boss still has 50 million HP. So like, if we held on the like Dominator packs, we still would have had like a long boss fight anyways. Like, and then we wouldn't have CDs for the next pull. So like usually it's sending is the play, especially when not in a like coordinated group. Here I'm gonna just try to throw the vomits a bit off. I kind of failed that one, but on the next one I think I nail it. Yeah, on this so the poop on the ground doesn't insta tick on you, so you can like go into that. So now the old or new poop goes into the old poop. And that is what you want. All right, so yep, we have all CDs ready. So we go for everything here. I'm just walking here. Just chilling. Don't need to do any damage. Like if I die to aggro, that's like giga troll. So just pop trinket, inertia, throw your GT, a proc inertia. I got really scared here. Have to be careful. Don't read on the dives, because these mobs can easily chain you to death. Yeah, just try to get inertia on all the big AoE hits. So it's a bit scary here. When you pull everything, like the Raven's dives, can combo you out. I think I almost got hit there. What we actually did here was we just waited on CDs for like 1 minute or 40 seconds, because this phase 1 is the most scariest part of this boss. Like if you check out that, like Siphon has 9.5 million HP right now. And he gets chunked to 100k with the random shadow bolts. And you can see the monk actually just started with Fort Buer. So we have like all CDs, and we just burst the phase 1 here. Like here, if I would get hit and I would be like low HP, I would just press blur. I can always just nether walk the intermission. The nether walk or the intermission shadow bolt volley. So that shouldn't like be a problem for me ever. And this last boss, I mean, we have double dark. Nobody's probably gonna die. Yeah, double dark here. We got scales. We got double defensives on monk. Siphon turtled. And I nether walked. So yeah, I guess we kind of overkilled that, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. We also have 2 CRs, so like as long as Tale or Push Week doesn't die here, like we can just CR the guy. You can also meta immune the application of the stinging swarm. I did not get to do that here, but that is a thing. Apparently, I've never actually done that myself, but I've heard that it works, and I have no reason to doubt that. This swarm is so ass. Like you wanna 100% use defensive when you get that, because it perma stuns you. Like you can blade dash shield like during it, which is good. But if you try the eye beam like I just did, it just cancels your eye beam, which is kind of troll. Yeah, here we have. I almost end up going down here even with blur. So this swarm can be pretty scary. It lived pretty long as well, so maybe that's like a reason. But yeah, that's the key. For talents this week, I've been playing just GT. I've been trying out GT instead of Essence Break. I've been liking it. It does do like good overall, and my single target damage is like not bad by any means either. So like this is definitely a solid choice. There must be a reason why like people do play this in the higher hierarchies as well. Like Essence Break is still like really good. I don't think it's a bad like choice anyways. I think GT is just like more free, so you can do like it's not tied to meta, so you can like kinda not care that much about lining up like Essence Break with the meta. Like that's a really nice argument for it, in my opinion, at least. When you are pushing plus or just playing for fun or whatever, you have to understand that everyone makes mistakes, including you. There's like a dozen mistakes I did on that run as well, where I could just optimize my gameplay. And going forward, I'm just gonna try and do that. Like making mistakes is not a problem at all. Just have to realize and accept that you are making mistakes, so you can possibly in the future fix them and learn from them, and then just make less mistakes over time. If you have any questions, like I'm streaming almost daily, you can stop by. I'm really responsive in the chat, or if you wanna, you can drop a YouTube comment as well. I do respond to every one of those as well. And hope you get something out of this video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, and have a nice day. Goodbye.